Next up, we have another incredible, influential individual, Scott Hanson. We've had Scott here before.
Yeah, we did about 2 years ago. It was fantastic.
It was fantastic. So just to start, Scott is the co-founder of Hanson and McLean. He is nationally recognized as one of the top financial experts in the nation. He has consistently made the last 4 years the Barron's 100 list as independent wealth advisors. He is also ranked as the top 25 influencers in the world of finance.
Scott started his company with Pat McLean in 1994, and since then, now currently they are managing and advising over $2 billion in assets, which is a lot. So let's all give a warm welcome, and great to have you back, Scott Hanson.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate the opportunity to be up here. I forgot to get up on stage. I'm not as tall as Ed. People might have trouble seeing me even on stage, being a little guy, but I'm in finance, and my hope is to encourage you to study finance. I know most of you are freshmen or sophomore and still trying to figure out what you'd like to do. Unfortunately, in finance, when people think of finance, this is often what they think about, right? This is what Hollywood puts out about finance. It's like, we just saw a movie about that, even last year, some scumbag. And so when people talk about finance or Wall Street, they immediately think about bad people. And then, of course, we've got this character, Bernie Madoff, who made off with billions of dollars, and people think about bad people with Bernie Madoff. I remember about 4 years ago, I was in New York. I'm in the back of some town car, and the guy says, "Oh, are you a banker?" And I wanted to lie. I was almost embarrassed about my profession. I thought, wait a minute, this guy's driving a cab for a living. Why should I be ashamed of finance and banking? Because I really think what we do makes a tremendous impact in people's lives. And in the area of finance, there's a number of different ways you can go. So as you're thinking about what you want to study, what career you want to have, what you want your major to be, these are kind of some of the core areas if you study finance. And I was a finance graduate here at Chico State in 1990. I met my wife in a finance class. By the way, finance is about 15% women, so guys, you look elsewhere if you're looking for women, a lot of competition there. And I don't know why, for whatever reason, finance is still really low with women. And in financial planning, what I'm going to talk about a bit, you've got, for females particularly, you've got some tremendous opportunity because I really think women can do phenomenal in this industry. But as far as in finance, you can either work in corporate finance, CFO, or work on some accounting teams. This is really important when you're trying to figure out if you're looking at a business opportunity. Maybe you want to go into entrepreneurship, start your own business. You want to figure out what your rate of return is going to be, how long it's going to be before you can break even, how much capital you're going to need. If you have a basic understanding of finance, it's going to help you a great deal. So corporate finance could be one area you go into. You could also go to the banking side where you help companies with their financing. You can help small businesses when it comes to loans or medium-sized businesses. You go into the investment banking side of things, work on Wall Street if you'd like to, and in investment banking, and help companies do underwriting their securities and things along those lines. You can work in private equity or venture capital, and these are really helping companies. Sometimes they're helping, sometimes they're not, depending on your viewpoint. But on a private equity, oftentimes will come into a company at some stage in their business, help them to kind of retool, give them some capital, add some additional value. Venture capital, of course, is helping startup companies come up with some capital. A lot of exciting opportunities, and I think we'll continue to see a lot of opportunities. And I really think there's going to be, we've seen a lot of disruption in industry the last 20 years. We have not seen as much disruption yet in finance, and it's really starting to come now. And I think particularly in the areas of private equity and venture capital, of finding people who have the capital and those that need the capital, bringing those two together, there's going to be much disruption in technology. And I really think if you want to be on the innovative side of things, there's going to be some great opportunities in finance in that area. There really will be. Watch. Also risk management, if you want to help in the area of risk management, whether it's working with insurance or some things along those lines, a degree in finance is going to help a great deal. And what I'm passionate about is personal financial planning. I'm a certified financial planner. Right out of Chico State, I went into financial planning. And it's not always the easiest profession to get going. I saw a lot of other people drop, but I got to tell you, it's an extremely rewarding profession. And the thing about financial planning, what I enjoy about financial planning, you are really helping people. You're working with individuals. So it's a business, not that where you're dealing with just helping someone make a successful business. You're helping people's lives. You're helping a family in making some decisions and really about achieving their goals. And some of the things a financial advisor does is helping people with the children's education. Some of you are fortunate enough here that your parents did great financial planning when you were a baby, put money aside in your 529 plan or whatever, and you've got college paid for. Others not so fortunate, but that's one of those things a financial planner can do. Also help with housing. How do we get into the next house? How do we buy our first house, whatever those areas might be? Help with retirement, planning for retirement so that we can one day quit working. And also in some of the charitable giving. How can we make sure we can not only take care of our own needs, but also take care of some other needs as well? And so financial planning accomplishes all those. Also deals with the area of investment management. So as a financial advisor, you're typically managing assets. We manage a couple $2 billion for our 4,000 households that we work with. And with that, it's exciting. There's always some interesting things going on. It's intellectually challenging, and it's very humbling as well. So I find it a lot of fun to work with. And you're really doing a lot in behavioral management. And sometimes people call our profession that of almost a counselor, because people, the decisions they make are oftentimes detrimental to themselves, and they don't see that. When asset prices go up, when the stock market goes up, they want to buy more. When asset prices go down, they want to get out. They do the absolute opposite of what they should be doing, time and time again. And a financial advisor, one of our main jobs is really keeping people from making mistakes. But with this, you're working with families, you're working with individuals, and you're helping those folks. So here's the thing. I think there is tremendous opportunity in this field. There's tremendous opportunity. We've got a retirement crisis with baby boomers. Folks are marching into retirement. They're not prepared well enough. They need help. And the fact is, your parents aren't going to be able to work forever, even if they want to be able to work forever, because something's going to happen in their life, and these folks are going to need help transitioning to retirement. So we've got a growing number of people, kind of business 101, if you're taking business 101, supply and demand. The demand right now is tremendous for financial advisors. Just a lot of people are in need of financial advisory. And unfortunately, the industry is really full of a lot of bad apples. I mean, I showed the picture of Bernie Madoff, and obviously he was a scum. Half the people in our industry I would not trust with my kid's piggy bank. Honest to God, it's unbelievable. There are just some people that are totally inept, incompetent, and downright unethical. And our industry's got a lot of them. So we need good people in this industry. We clearly do. There's just a shortage of that. And we need some good quality people. And I mentioned before, particularly in women, I think it's the last number I saw was 19% of financial planners are female. 19%. And women, you guys can make some of the best financial planners. You tend to be a little more emotional, if you didn't figure that out already. A little more emotional. You can connect sometimes with people. You can help them with some of their decisions. And I find that women can make some of the best financial planners out there. So there's an opportunity clearly for women. But also the average age of a financial planner today is 56, white male. They look like me, but a couple of years older, right? I'm the typical financial planner. These guys are going to age out. They're going to retire. They're going to die or whatever. And we're going to have a need. Well, that's reality, right? That's going to happen one day, too. You're in college now for a few years, and you're in career for a few more years, and then you crap out and die. But so now's the time. But this is such a fun time in your life, right? It's an exciting time. You're out. You're in college, making some choices for yourself. Your parents have no idea where you are, which is awesome. But this is a time where you can really figure out what it is you want to do and take some risks in your life. Now is the time. I started as an advisor. The firm they hired 25 people that year. A year later, there was 5 left. Most quit. They went to do something else. But I tell you, once you get the thing going, it's phenomenal autonomy. You can make your own shots, call your own schedule. You get to help a lot of people, and the financial opportunity in financial planning. I think the average financial planner makes about $126,000. A lot of people make $1 million or more a year in financial planning. It's phenomenal. You can really create whatever kind of career you want. I highly encourage you to take finance as a major. Thanks for listening today.